What's the story, Morning Glory? What is the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of BelleCollective Season 3, Episode 7, Let There Be Peace. So this episode starts off where we left off 2 weeks ago because it didn't come on last week. And it's the part where we're at the Christmas parade and we have Marie, we have Soguchi, and we have Sanjay. Sanjay being the oldest daughter of Soguchi's husband JJ and his ex-wife Selena. So Soguchi has approached Sanjay to basically be apologetic about how she behaved with her mother Selena at Latrice's wig event because they were in an all-out brawl. Okay, it was a WWE up in there. So she tries to give her side of the story and explain to Sanjay how things went the way they did. And even though Sanjay was listening, from the looks of Sanjay's face, because Sanjay, she speaks with her facial expressions and her eyes. From the looks of Sanjay's face, she really wasn't trying to hear it. Because we all know that Sanjay already talked to her mom Selena, and whatever her mom says, that's what she's gonna believe because that's her mom. So Sanjay really wasn't trying to hear it. As far as she's concerned, this woman attacked her mom unprovokingly. Like, she was not provoked at all. And Sanjay probably thinks that her mom Selena was the victim. So as Soguchi's trying to explain everything, Sanjay is kind of like, yeah, whatever. It's just really a shame that it had to get to where it's at now because this family, this blended family, they've had a lot of issues in the past. And it seems like last year they had worked out their issues by having conversations, etc., and trying to put the past behind them and trying to move forward. But it seems like with this fight between Selena and Soguchi, this family now has moved 10 steps back because at the end of the scene, they were talking about how Selena's daughter Star just had her baby, and Soguchi hasn't even seen the baby because, of the situation with Selena. And it's just really, really sad because they're missing out on important events in one another's life and each other's lives, all because these two women couldn't keep it copacetic and just kept it really mature and polite, said hello at the damn event, and just kept them pushing in two opposite directions. But it is what it is, so now they have to suffer for it. Moving on to Tambra. So Tambra, she's at the radio station. She's having a conversation with her co-host, producer, manager guy, and she's talking to him about her relationship with Demond. She says that she's going to focus more on her career and less on her relationship because Demond is not giving her what he promised. She fell for the okie doke, basically. Tambra has always said that she will never move in with a man or have a baby with a man until she gets married. Well, in this situation, she put the cart before the horse and ended up moving in with Demond before he even gave her a ring because he promised her that he was going to give her a ring after she moved in with him. Well, that has yet to happen. So she says that now she's going to focus on herself and that she needs space from Demond. And she also talks about how she had a conversation with Demond about her career and how Demond had completely dismissed and minimized what she did at the radio station. He was like, basically, you just sit in a chair all day giving shout outs. And Tambra was like, no, I don't. I inspire, I motivate people. I do this and I do that. And I'm, a beacon of hope for these people. Okay, fine, Tambra. I think what his point was, it's not like you're out there performing brain surgery or teaching children or digging ditches or anything like that. Okay. You have a really cushy job. Okay. It's a very cushy job. You're behind a mic talking all day. And even though you inspire and you motivate, what else did she say that she does? And she's entertaining people and she's giving hope to people. It's still a pretty cushy job. Then her business partner asks her, well, what about these frozen embryos? I mean, what's up with that? And she was like, well, I'm just chilling. They're just chilling. She said, they're just chilling. And she's like, I'm just going to pray on it and see, where does the Lord lead me as far as what to do with her embryo. So it seems like her and Demond are completely or very near to being on the outs. Moving on from there, we have Marie. Marie goes to therapy. So she goes to therapy and she's telling her therapy about her childhood, how difficult it was because it started off as a very happy home with both her mom and her dad in the home. Everything was wonderful until her mom got into drugs. When her mom got into drugs, the whole entire family fell apart. She talked about how home was difficult for her as a child. Going to school was also difficult for her because she was bullied for being the smart kid. And she's very protective of her feelings feelings, and that's why she doesn't get close to people, because she doesn't want to get hurt because of what she went through as a child. So her therapist was like, okay, we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot to unfold here. But Marie, as an adult, it seems like what her issue is that she gives too much. You know, the fact that she took care of her son's children, all of his children, she's raising them, how she gave her cheating husband so many chances and so many opportunities until she couldn't do it no more. It seems like, if anything, she's just way too giving. But her therapist says that they have a lot of work to do ahead of them. Moving on from there, we have Letitia. So Letitia meets up with So Gucci, and they meet up like at a juice shop or something. And So Gucci gives her this concoction, this green smoothie that Letitia said it tasted like swamp water, and she almost choked on it. Well, Letitia has issues with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And from my understanding of PCOS, I think it's when a woman creates too many eggs every month, and it causes her to get really bloated, and I think it's also painful, and I think the woman can also have issues with fertility when you have PCOS. So she suffers from this bloatness, and I think she said she was considering a tummy tuck. And I'm thinking to myself, how is that a solution to PCOS? If you're going to be bloated, you're going to be bloated no matter what size you are. So how is a tummy tuck going to solve that? I mean, do you just want to lose weight and have a flat tummy, or are you really having issues with PCOS? So she goes to So Gucci to get advice on how to deal with their PCOS without having to go through surgery. And so I guess, So Gucci tells her to eat whatever, be healthier, whatever. So then they talk about the damn fight that So Gucci and Selena were in. And Gucci believes that Latrice really did set her up because Latrice is unhappy at home. So she wants to make everybody else around her unhappy. To me, that made no sense. I don't see what the issues that Latrice is having with Glenn. I don't see, not Glenn, Cliff, the issues that she's having with Cliff. I don't see how that's had anything to do with her fight with Selena. It seems like So Gucci wants to blame everybody but her damn self. She blames Selena. She's blaming Latrice for setting her up, for inviting her. And I'm thinking to myself, So Gucci, you didn't have to engage. You didn't have to engage. You knew that you were being rude when you approached this woman and didn't say hi to her, but you said hi to the one standing next to her, which was Tambra. You knew that you were up to no good when you approached Selena. You came up to her with hostility. Take accountability for what you did. And I was even more shocked when Letitia seemed to have believed that Latrice set them up to fight. Because Letitia was agreeing with So Gucci. But anyways, Letitia says that she's planning an event for all the ladies to get together to iron out their issues, which we all know when the ladies get together, nothing's going to get ironed out. It's just going to be more fights, more arguments, more problems. But that's what she wants to do. So moving on to Marie. Marie goes to see Akeisha, and she goes to see Akeisha because she wants to tell her that she's been corresponding with a man that claims to be Tambra's ex-fiance. And so this man has been spilling all the tea on Tambra, and because Marie doesn't really see it for Tambra, she just can't wait to reveal and expose Tambra. So supposedly this man is saying that he was engaged to Tambra and that Tambra had cheated on him. I don't know if she cheated on him. I guess she cheated on him with Demond, or I wasn't quite sure who Tambra cheated on him with. But he said that all of a sudden he sees Tambra on TV living with Demond, living it up with Demond, and I guess it made him feel some kind of way that they're flaunting their relationship on television. So now he tried to contact somebody from this group of friends to try to get someone to listen to him because he wants to expose Tambra, and he found it in Marie. So Marie plans to meet up with this man and get some more info because her mission now is to bring down Tambra. I feel like what Marie is doing is extremely dirty. I don't know why she wants to get herself involved. It's got nothing to do with her. If this man wants to expose Tambra, let him do it on his own. Let him do what everybody else does. Get on social media and post all of your receipts. Say whatever the hell you got to say on your Instagram stories or on your TikTok or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's going to get to the right people, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a topic of conversation next season. So, Marie, I don't think you're doing this just out of pure hate for Tambra. And that just shows, like how dirty you can play. Moving on from there, we have Letitia. So Letitia meets up with Latrice. They're having sushi. And Latrice has been MIA since the wig event. She's been in hiding ever since the wig event. Latrice said that she said that she texted So Gucci to check on her, but So Gucci never responded. Instead, what she got from So Gucci was a screenshot of the text that she sent to So Gucci. So Gucci accidentally sent it back to Latrice, or texted a screenshot of that to Latrice when she meant to text it to somebody else. So Latrice was like, I don't know what she's saying about me or who she was trying to send it to, but I'm just over it because I did what I had to do as a friend. I tried to check on her. She didn't want nothing to do with me, so I'm done. I'm through with it. So this is the part where Letitia showed how she agreed with So Gucci, and I didn't like it at all, because Letitia tells Latrice that Latrice should take accountability for the fight that happened between So Gucci and Selena. That somehow it's Latrice's fault because she invited these two women at her event, knowing that these two women didn't get along. And I'm thinking to myself, Letitia, you've always been kind of like the more level-headed one in this group. I kind of thought that she had a little bit more sense than everybody else. So for her to say that it is Latrice's fault that Gucci and Selena got into this fight, I thought that was the most absurd thing ever, because these two women are adults. Can't nobody make you fight somebody that you don't want to fight. There's just no way that just by the mere fact that y'all happen to be at the same event, then that gives y'all the permission to act like idiots and start beating each other up and then put the blame on Latrice because she invited y'all at this event. Either one of y'all or both of y'all could have declined and not shown up, or shown up and ignored each other completely, or shown up and been polite to one another. There were so many options other than putting hands on one another. But y'all didn't choose any of that. Y'all wanted to fight. Y'all chose to fight. So how is this Latrice's fault? And the fact that y'all are within the same family, it is inconceivable for me to think that y'all would never ever be in the same space together ever in life when y'all share, y'all have a man in common, y'all got kids in common, but people should not expect y'all to ever be in the same space. Okay, whatever. So Latrice wasn't going to fall for that. She was like, absolutely not. I'm not taking any responsibility or accountability for these two grown women acting like pit bulls at my party. Nope, I'm not doing it. It is their fault. They're grown. They did what they wanted to do, and it's got nothing to do with me. So Letitia invites her to her peace treaty party. Okay, so now we're at the damn peace treaty party. So let's get peaceful by getting violent and smashing a whole bunch of stuff. So it's at one of those places where you smash things and break things to relieve stress or whatever. But before we get to that, I guess, because I thought they were going to do that first to take out all of their frustration and then have a conversation. But Letitia wanted to do it the opposite way, and she wanted them to have a conversation. It didn't make any sense of why they didn't do the smashing and the breaking of the objects first. That would have made more sense. But now you want them to talk about their problems first, get everybody riled up, and then you don't even know if everybody's still going to be there to stick around to even break the stuff that y'all came there to break. But anyways, so everybody shows up. Letitia starts off with giving a speech, and she refers to Selena as an intruder who attacked one of their own. That completely shocked me that she referred to her as such. So the line is clearly drawn that these people are not fooling with Selena. And I was just like, what? When they were both responsible for that fight. And also, Gucci is not 100% innocent. It wasn't like Gucci was minding her own business and Selena approached her from behind and just yanked her hair and started fighting her. Gucci came with the hostility. But anyways, I digress. So what Letitia wants to do, she wants to pair everybody off. So whoever you got an issue with, you're going to have a conversation with them. So she puts herself and Aikisha together, and then she puts Marie and Tambra together at another table, and then that leaves Gucci and Latrice at the main table. Okay, so let's get started with Tambra and Marie. So Marie tells Tambra that, because first of all, Tambra was like, I don't understand what beef that me and you can possibly have. And Marie was like, okay, let me tell you. So Marie tells her that she had met up with her ex-fiance, and her ex-fiance had called Tambra a compulsive liar and that she fabricated her life. So Marie went straight into it, didn't waste no damn time. She got down and dirty real quick. Tambra says in her confessional that this man, this ex-fiance of hers, tried to ruin her life because she decided to walk away from him. And she talked about how she had this protective order against this man to keep him away from her and her family, that he was basically just really out for revenge when she walked away from him. But according to this guy, she cheated on him. So Tambra says, she tells Marie, I have a protective order against him. And Marie said, well, he told me that it was thrown out. And Tambra was like, you don't know what the hell is going on here. There's a protective order against this man. He needs to stay away from me and my family. And I'm not even supposed to be talking about this. So Marie said that the man had brought receipts and proof that whatever charges that were brought up against him were either dismissed or they were dropped or whatever. Tambra denied it and says they were not dismissed. Tambra gets so frustrated with Marie that she gets up and she walks away and says she's going to get on the phone and call her attorney. So now you're missing one party from your damn event, Letitia. So once again, Marie, why are you getting involved? Why do you think this is any of your business? Why are you trying to use this man to expose Tambra or make her look bad or whatever? Like, why do you care what's going on with Tambra and her ex and her current? Like, why does that matter to you? Now, to hear Marie tell it, she's going to talk about how, well, she says that she doesn't like liars, and that really bothers her. It triggers her when people lie, when people are not honest and truthful. Okay, let it trigger you, but why do you have to go as far as getting involved with somebody's ex-fiance to get information on them, to expose them on a television show? It just shows that you move kind of dirty, Marie. And I really do like Marie, and I think I liked her a lot last season too. I just don't understand why she wants to roll around in the mud like this with this guy to bring down Tambra. Like, I don't get it. Like, why, if you have an issue with Tambra, deal with Tambra directly with whatever issues you have with her. Don't use something that's got nothing to do with you as a tool to bring her down. But that's where the episode ended, and we'll see what happens next week. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video. If you like this content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you later. Bye.